Absolutely.
So yeah, let's go around the horn a bit. Let's doesn't have to be super long or anything. Just quick description, sort of rundown.
Okay, who wants to start?
Yeah, cool. All right, who wants to go?
Got it.
Oh my god. Well, once upon a time, my name would have been Yulian, but right now you can call me Hangman. And let's stick to that. I'm immune. I don't publicize that matter. I may or may not kill people who find out, solely because that would be dangerous, of course. And it's a shame, though. That's how I get to go up close and personal with casualties and vectors and other people, and I'm only here. I became a taker because I'm looking for either my brother, my twin brother, or his bounty. I'll take either. And I will do anything that I need to in order to find him, including stuff on your body. But it would just be a shame, you know?
Oh.
I like your style.
Thank you.
She's so scary. Please shoot me in the head.
Oh my god.
No, sorry, you got a sword. Please decapitate me.
Oh.
We're done here.
Oh my
Like
god.
fucking nothing.
Who's next?
Unsync train return.
No.
Just pushes away. You can hang out over there. Hey.
I guess we'll go around the horn. Scrib.
Anyways. Oh.
Shush.
There you go. The name is Abel. I'm just trying to support my daughter, Squirrel. What all do I need to describe?
Oh, just basic who your character is, that sort of thing.
Okay. He is a fairly timid, latent. I assume being latent, like that's fairly easy to tell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not actually sure how recently he's rolled in a town. But he has been a latent for a while. And he's just trying to make ends meet. He's a fairly decent sort. What else? He was a gravekeeper. And that's probably still utilized a lot.
Undertaker?
Yeah.
Undertaker? Con.
Okay. I'm Catchpole, and I have to take care of this kid. She's called Zipper, and she's real annoying, but she's so good at the fiddle. You would all love to hear it, but fuck off because she's mine. All right. I don't like people. I don't like any of you, but I will work with you. Okay?
Yep.
Rousing speech. I need to pick self-control for that. no, it's fine.
Rousing speech.
Rousing.
Rousing speech. Next up, then, Gizmo.
I think they just burped.
Ugh.
All right, your turn then.
Nick. Wait, no, hold on. We'll wait for now. Actually, no, wait. Hold on. Gizmo can still hear us, so yeah, Nick, you go then.
Do I even need to introduce myself? My name's ES, and I'm only here to really do my job. If you need me for anything, I can help you. But granted, my skill sets really aren't in that particular field. I can do my best, but it's not going to solve every problem. I'll probably be making your money more than I'll be helping you with your personal problems. But I'll be here to be a shoulder for you.
Hmm.
That's a very bad analysis of his character, but I don't have it yet.
Well, it's okay. It's the promise of good times, that's for sure.
A promise of good times.
Promise of good times. Last but not least, that will be Gizmo, and Gizmo gets back.
Oh, there we go.
Just trying to get my dog to be quiet. So are we saying stuff out of character or in character?
It's up to you.
Okay. So Helsing is the father of two little kids named Chris and Lex. He is very tired, very diligent in his work. He's a fenceman, so he's always up to doing the hard stuff. People rumor. I don't know if I can say that, but I feel like people rumor that he killed his wife before coming here, because obviously the kids had to come from somewhere, but also because he doesn't like talking about his wife, like, at all. And whenever she's brought up, he kind of like dismisses it. Besides that, he's just very stressed out and cranky a lot.
Okay. Well, I'll also remind that, again, the game is very narrative based. So if you want there to be rumors that people think you've killed your wife, then those rumors exist.
Sweet.
You said you have a couple dependents, right?
Yes, I have two.
I got thoughts.
What?
You got thoughts?
I got thoughts.
You do, huh?
Maybe you who are shunned by people who think that you killed your wife, and me who am shunned because latent, are kind of bandied together.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
And
All right,
also
then.
because then your children and my child at least have people to talk to.
They have friends.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I'm
and
thinking-
Chris is mute. Just to
Aw.
say that part.
Oh,
So-
same! Zip is mute too!
Oh, there we go!
So I'm thinking, obviously, for the funny, we have Hangman, but we also have Abel and fucking Helsing, because those two are probably the ones that are never going to tell anybody about ES to literally anybody else.
Mhm.
What are you thinking?
That both Abel and Helsing are going to be the other two dependents.
Amazing.
Okay.
Because,
Okay, but
because ES would just be looking around at everybody, like analyzing everybody and being like, these two seem like they're not going to be causing any trouble.
I love it.
is that the only reason he likes them? Come on, what gets him going? What makes him care? Not what gets him going.
What
please,
rustles
sorry.
his jimmies?
No! What makes him like a person? What makes him care?
Yeah, I know with Abel, it's just going to be like, you are going medic with Abel, right?
He is a medic. You probably don't want him to touch you or anything, but he probably can give some good advice.
Okay, well, ES absolutely appreciates that, and he's just like, if I ever need anything to do with anything to like help somebody physically, I will come to you because you are very good at this.
Okay. Okay.
Jeez.
All right then.
We have
Well-
Mr. Pragmatic here, I see.
Well, Mr. Charismatic, as in like,
Oh, she's a pragmatic.
I don't want to like, oh.
I'm pointed O.
Oh.
So, with that, we have completed character creation. There's just one last spot, or one last thing we've got to do. You guys got to come up with a name. And that is all done in character. So, allow me to whisk you away to a terrible time.
Could we have a different song?
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
I can't.
Let me whisk
I
you
can't-
away to
I
a
can't-
terrible
I
time.
I can't believe you had such little faith in me as a GM that I would switch the fucking song from that piece of garbage.
God.
I mean, it's been going this whole time.
So you guys, of course, have been in Telluride for a bit. Some of you might know each other. Some of you might have only heard each other or talked to each other on forums. But for one reason or another, you all want to become takers officially, to actually go out on a job and do it outside the line. Whether it's because it's for adventure, or because it's something new, or because you're getting on your last legs on when it comes to monetary value, or any number of reasons have driven you to want to become a taker. And through your search, whether it was only on Lifelines, on the forums to see if anyone in your area that wants to group up, or from word of mouth, or from just knowing each other, you guys all have agreed to meet and discuss becoming takers together to form a crew. You have set a meeting with each other in a bar called Rusty's. Rusty, of course, being the owner of the establishment. He runs his bar very much like a library. Quiet talks are supposed to be quiet. Everything is supposed to be as little noise-inducing as possible. Laytons are definitely allowed in the bar. It's probably one of the few places that don't have any sort of outright stigma against Laytons, at least on the ownership side. It's probably one of the reasons why it was chosen. With that, who would get there first? Who would get there on time? Who would get there late? In which order would people be arriving?
ES would absolutely get there first.
I'll get
I mean-
there early, probably. Catchwood.
Okay,
Early-ish for me.
early-ish.
I would be exactly on time. That's what I was taught after all.
Okay, all right. So you guys get in there early. Again, the mood is already set. Everything's quite quiet. Rusty at the bar nods as you guys enter one by one, or in the whatever staggered formation you come in on. If anyone orders drinks, you are given drinks. Obel, if you are ordering drinks, you are given a drink, of course. The cup, though, itself is wrapped in styrofoam, and the drink itself is like in a plastic baggie inside the styrofoam cup. Or not the styrofoam, a plastic wrap. So it's like a drink glass with plastic wrap all over it, and then a baggie filled with the actual drink inside. Like it's a lot going on there.
I assume that my drink probably costs more because of all the extra precautions.
Nah,
Aw,
Rusty's cool like that, it seems.
cool.
He's quiet, but cool. He just like
Quiet,
wants
but
everyone to
cool.
stay quiet.
I am equally as respectful towards him then.
And eventually, of course, Hangman gets there just on time, just as there's like, oh god, are they gonna be late? And they're out there just right on time. You guys get a table, and you guys can discuss your future, at the very least, your name. In a full campaign setting, this would also be when you guys discuss your campaign-ending mission. But since you're not doing a campaign, you don't have to worry about that. You just need to find out a name and RP a little bit, of course.
Of course.
So I put the stage and the light's all on you guys now.
All right.
Ah, well, good to see you all here.
Yeah.
Sips.
So,
Catch just like jiggles her leg like.
so we're here to discuss the state of things.
I mean, you can just come out and say it. We're gonna be working together, right?
Well, I guess if you want to rip the Band-Aid off right away, I guess we can do that.
What's the point in that?
Because I like talking to you guys.
Will be as takers.
Weird.
What did Abel say out of character?
Will be as takers.
Oh.
So like, does nobody else talk?
Well, I mean, imagine you're around some people you don't really talk to. So.
Well, if we are going to be working together, who are you? What do you do? Have you been on Taker jobs before? I mean, I know you, yes.
He just kind of like points because he doesn't want to make a scene for Rusty, but he does point.
Well, I guess, okay, out of character, who knows who already?
Anyone that is a dependent of ES knows ES at the very least.
Okay.
Okay, so Abel and Helsing do. And
If
Hank.
you have children, you've probably seen Catch come and pick up Zipper from wherever kids go during the day.
What were, Wrath, what's your character's name again?
Hangman.
Hangman. What was, Hangman's, dependence?
Her husband.
Her husband. Okay, so, yeah, I don't think... Oh, wait, have I?
Your husband's a doctor, isn't he?
Yes, he is a doctor, he's a surgeon, and, well, he stays inside doing work.
Could have met through that, then.
Might have.
Or at least know of each other through that.
If you were to know of her husband, he would be known as Teddy Bear. He probably had another thing, but she has called him Teddy Bear so many times that it just stuck.
It became his username without him meaning it to.
Yes.
Well, hello.
Well-
everyone.
Hello, I guess. Why is everybody so quiet? Like, I guess we're meant to be quiet in here, aren't we?
The,
Yes.
the bar setting is a little quieter, isn't it?
Definitely
Well.
a business tone like setting.
Well, Rusty doesn't exactly like it when people get rowdy.
You see Rusty nod from where he is. That he's not going to your conversation, but he just very
He
stiff,
just
like,
the mere mention of his
Just
name.
in
he's
the
just like,
vicinity.
yes.
Catch like hunches her shoulders a little bit, like. Eh.
One single understanding nod.
Well, this is stupid then. I'm Catch. I do mechanics, and she's ticking them off on her fingers as she goes. I do first aid. I've taken Taker jobs before. Of course we have. Who hasn't taken Taker jobs before? We wouldn't be here if we hadn't. I've got no, that's about all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, fair enough. Sometimes we do have to keep things close to our chests. However, if we are going to be working as a group, we'll probably have to get all that out at some point.
If we are going to be working as a group, it would be better that it would be good for everyone to know at least the stakes that you need or how much you're hoping to take back so that we can that way dividing up the bounty at the end will be a lot easier.
Hmm.
I suppose.
I need a lot.
I don't remember. Jordan, how many did you say I needed for including equipment?
You can, if you look at your character sheet on gear and bounty, and you scroll down to the bottom, it has your maintenance upkeeps and all that stuff there.
So just kind of add all that together.
If you want to do it like that way, yeah. All in all, you have, I can tell you right off the bat, you have 3 as your breakpoint. That's what you need to survive. 8 for your equipment.
So 11.
11.
I could use some.
Did you say that out loud in character?
I said I could use some.
So we got a lot and some, and
I'm Abo.
nobody else, I guess. All right, great.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Do you happen to have numbers? That might help.
Does this out of character, does the economy call it bounty?
Yes.
Okay, because I didn't know if that was
The-
like for us players.
Yeah. The actual economy, the actual currency is called bounty. At least that currency, the overhead red market currency, is bounty.
If you're wanting numbers, I'd probably only need about 8.
All right.
11. She holds up 2 fingers at that.
Cat shrugs. I need 12. At least.
Probably 11.
It looks like I'm going to be the one that makes it a little bit difficult. I need 13.
Just going up the scale.
I know, right?
Oh, geez, I guess I'm gonna have to take a big job.
Hangman
keep in mind-
cracks her neck.
Or a job that lets us run into enough casualties that we can snipe off of them.
Or that!
Well, and keep in mind, if there's things that are farther away, I do have a vehicle that we can use.
And that's why he needs 13.
That is why I need 13.
You got a vehicle, but you have. Oh no. Oh no, we're gonna have to pay for the fuel, aren't we? Ah, fuck.
If we have to.
Well, just keep in mind that you don't have to, but
No,
it'll be much
no,
harder.
no! We're all in a team! If we're gonna be working together, we should all be working together, you know?
If we're going to be a team, do we need a name?
Oh, yes, indeed we do. And let me think. He just sits there like shin hands.
Abo quietly sits.
I don't think I got all of your names though. There's Catch, there's Yes, and you two are.
Hillsing.
I'm Abo.
Oh, like, those Greek coins that you paid to the underworld?
He pings the coin on his chest.
Oh,
She just cocks her head, smiles, and then goes back.
That looks easy to steal.
I guess.
yes. But it doesn't have any actual monetary value.
Yeah.
It's also touched my skin.
That and it, well, wouldn't be very nice.
Yeah.
Nice? In the loss? Are you kidding?
Have to agree there.
Under her breath. This is adorable.
Well, niceties aren't exactly what Lost is known for. Lost. Shit. Where I made a
Whatever.
mistake.
It's not what it's known for, but some people prefer a bit more of a softer approach.
We can.
Well, it
still
doesn't
just-
matter anyway. None of us are planning on stealing it, right?
Yeah, no.
No.
Apple's looking around like no one's gonna take
Yeah,
it.
like yeah, it's just like, well, it would be quite the task.
Quietly tucks it under his shirt.
Hangman just pats like air pats you. Doesn't actually touch you, but the gesture is there.
Right.
Air pat.
Well, we need a name then.
Name.
What do you want to be known for? You know? What do you want people to think of when they think of you and your team? I think it should be something like,
Thousand thanks.
Sorry.
Thousand thanks. Shrug.
that's scary.
You know, it's funny because I was going to ask you to come up with it because I know you're good at naming things.
She flashes a smile at him.
Out of character, I did not catch that
Yeah,
name.
it went by real fast.
Thousand thanks.
Still not.
That was-
catching
Where are we
it.
gonna get
Yeah.
known of us?
You know, they say getting out of the jaws of death. So, getting out of 1,000 fangs.
Oh,
Oh, thousand
1,000
fangs.
fangs. Okay.
There we go.
In character. Ah.
Both Halsey and Waffle are like, yes. I get it now.
like, Catch is squinting at Hangman like, there's not 1,000 of
Yeah,
us.
he's just sitting there with like a grin the whole time. He totally didn't understand it until just then either.
What about, something exciting? Something, 1,000
Something
fangs?
exciting.
No, you know what I mean. Like,
You don't think advertising that we could get out of the jaws of death, even if it's an extreme amount, is exciting?
Mm-mm.
it feels like a jinx, you know?
You know what they say about ideas. You generally don't want to go with the first one.
This is so sad. 1,000 things is good.
I do like it, but the only thing I can say about it is hopefully we don't have to be constantly escaping from 1,000 fangs.
No, I like that part.
The constantly escaping from 1,000 fangs. It's like Hubble points and then points at his nose. It's like yep, agree.
What about? Mm. Can you breathe any louder, honestly?
Hmm?
My dog, he's just literally breathing behind me.
Sorry, I'm gonna be right back. I got a cold to take. Keep on going.
Catch gets a call on, or Rusty calls over Catch.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Which I guess his call is just him knocking on his bar a few times to get Catch's attention and then waving him over.
Yeah.
He knocks on the bar. Everyone in the bar looks.
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone stops and looks at him, and he just points.
Oh.
And, like,
Ooh.
and then conversations resume.
My man.
Like that's like the same feeling that's like the same equivalent feeling to like getting called to the principal's office. Like everyone knows.
Yeah, it's like.
So like when Tesh gets pulled away, Yes just kind of like follows him the whole time and is just like, must have been getting a bit too loud then, I guess. Maybe.
Put it past them.
Names are difficult.
It also is
I'm back, sorry.
in English would be. No, that's fine.
Ooh. What's that one Latin saying? Oh god. I'm blanking.
Memento Mori?
Fuck off. Oh no. Oh, that's really funny.
There's
Hey.
this book. There's
Oh
this
my
book
God.
called the Discworld, and in it, the main character, before leaving, says, what was it? Nullimus Mori Momentum or something like that, and it meant we who are about to die don't want to.
See, those are
that's
a
good.
lot more ominous than the one I suggested, though. And I thought we didn't want ominous.
It's fair enough. It's also quite a mouthful if I have to be honest.
Also, I'm not gonna remember that.
No, of course not.
Well, how many of us are there? There's
Yeah, there's about
1, 2,
5 of
3,
us.
4,
I've
5.
been trying
Man.
to think most of this time, but I feel like you people would probably come up with something better than what I would. I'm not really one for naming things.
Well, give it a shot at least.
Mors tua vita mia, your death, my life.
Are we going Latin?
Hmm.
I already have too many languages in my head to remember Latin.
Fair enough, I suppose.
It sounds so cute. It's so
He's
cute.
so mad at me.
Oh, baby.
Come on. You're back, huh?
Yeah, I'm back.
Alright. Catch gets off the phone and is sent back.
I just imagine that there's like a dog in the corner now, like in the bar, just squeaking away.
Yeah, it's someone's dog, and Rusty's just cringing every few seconds with it.
So, this one's
Yeah.
a little more obscure, but clean heels.
Clean heels.
Green heels?
Clean heels. Taozi Yo means to escape without a trace and and to make a getaway. So, if you have a pair of clean heels, then that means that you can get away from the scene without, anything staying you.
Ooh, I
And
like that one.
I think that's in our best interest, considering that we don't want any of the blight on us.
Catch like looks at Obel.
He shrugs.
Green heels?
I honestly can't think of anything.
Hmm. What about little ducklings?
Eh?
Well, Mother Goose? Because geese are really, really strong, And they're scary.
I raise you this. When have you ever met a goose that can be trusted?
Never.
Oh, That's a good point. Never mind.
Exactly.
What
no
about?
No one will trust us if we're named after the goose.
You know we can't trust the geese because they never turned, and that's a that's something.
That's something.
Was that in character?
That's gonna mean something.
Was that in character?
Yes.
Oh my god.
He just looks at you and just nods like, you are absolutely right.
At the very least,
about-
no one has to worry about Canadian geese anymore.
There you go.
Fucking Rusty just says from behind the counter.
No, I guess, no, Rusty wouldn't say it, but I guess you see Rusty, like, chuckle at something. And if anyone asks him what's funny, if anyone asks him what's funny, he'll just write down on a piece of paper and send it over to you guys. It's like, then says that, yeah.
God.
I love it.
Rusty. What
Rusty, oh my
about
god.
dying is easy, living is harder?
Mm.
Or living is
That's a
harder?
mouthful. And it's
It
a
is.
little too philosophical for, a take-a team name. We want something that can be used professionally.
Profession.
I
Out
think
of
we're trying
character
to get
because
too
it's-
hard.
This wouldn't be an Abel thing. This is me thing. The first thing I think of is that fucking like the turn around and face heaven and walk backwards into hell.
Oh God, yeah.
Walking backwards.
Walking backwards.
Oh,
My
Jesus,
God.
I'm getting another cold. Hang on.
Oh goodness.
No, they're not.
Popular.
They're wave over.
All this time, Rusty's just quietly flirting.
Oh my God. Must really be taking a liking to Hatch.
Be gay, do crime.
It could be answered calls.
Oh, what's that one? Not seeing is a flower. Reality can't compete with imagination. Ooh, that one's good.
It's also long,
It is. Oh, it's not the entire thing. It's the four.
so it's even longer.
So the yeah. Let's see. There's no place like home. I'm just scrolling through inspirational quotes at this point. And
So if
sayings.
there was no place like home, we'd call ourselves Ruby Slippers.
I'm back.
There
I'm
you
back.
go.
Sorry.
You're fine. We just know.
Catch keeps on getting phone calls. Help!
SOS.
That's our
think what-
team name, SOS.
It could be an acronym. You're right, though.
I think we're trying a bit too hard for this name. We're trying to put a lot of meaning into it. It could just be one word.
Help.
And then we could decide if it's like an acronym.
An acronym? You really want an acronym?
I want an acronym.
Alright.
How about 36?
36.
36.
That's a hell of an acronym.
You're gonna
Yeah.
expect so many more people.
Wait, what?
36.
Could
If
you,
people, if we get jobs and people don't know us first, they're just gonna expect 36 of us to turn up. But when it comes out to just us 5, then oh, okay.
Ah, that's a reference to the 36 stratagems of war, but you have a point.
If you guys want, I can give you some names of some of like the more famous
Yeah,
taker
could
groups that
you-
you guys would know
There
about.
you
Can
go.
you give us an
Yes,
idea? Like, we
please.
need something to
Yeah,
base
please.
this on.
Yeah,
Go for
sure,
it.
sure thing.
Anything.
So some let me just get them out here.
Because
There
all
are
I can
some-
think of right now is for a completely different campaign in a completely different setting. Our monster hunters are called Wendy and the Monster Hunters, and Wendy isn't even a character. It's the motherfucking miniature horse that someone owns.
Oh my God.
All right, so notable taker crews that you guys would know about. Just they're talked about all the time and stuff like that.
Okay.
There's a group called the Moths.
Oh, that's a good one.
They
They run.
I'm not gonna get into what they do, but they're some of the people that are in charge of the headquarters of Ubik, the people that give out the free Wi-Fi. They're like almost like direct opposition to like a lot of shit that's going on that's bad. There is a group called the D-Town Takers. There were a group.
That's so funny.
There are a group from a place called D-Town that got super famous because a news crew from the recession was doing a documentary on what life's like now outside in the loss, and they were the main staple of it. None of the original members are a part of the D-Town Takers anymore because they already got rich real quick and they got to the recession. Everyone in the D-Town Takers, and there's multiple teams, are literally just use the name to get people stupid people to give them jobs out of like their fake fame that they got from a different team.
Lol.
Smart.
There's a group called Eat Clean, which are essentially a bunch of male men that, since some vehicles are like too big to get in certain places and other people and horses and animals and stuff aren't always reliable, it's a group of takers that sprint packages different places, entire states just running. They usually only operate in groups of 1 or 2, and they just sprint everywhere. They're very good, like they're athletics enthusiasts and stuff like that. So their name is Eat Clean. Along with that, I'm trying to get. That is not a take. Oh, there's a take group called GILF.
No.
They are.
Yes, instant yes, please.
They are a take group that essentially nursing homes and stuff were built in such particular fashion that it's regularly it's far enough from cities where it's peaceful and there's not a lot of casualties, but close enough to medical facilities and stuff like that makes them like literal fortresses and great places to set up outposts and stuff. They essentially are a take group that only takes jobs concerning old person's homes and nurseries and stuff like that. They kill all the elderly casualties that are in there, turn the nursing home into a literal fortress, have a huge ass party, and then do it again.
Wow.
They operate in crews of hundreds, like 100 people going at one job, and so they don't get paid a lot, but you get paid in alcohol and parties and having a family essentially and stuff like that. So those are some examples of some famous taker crews. It can be as meany as you want it to be. It can be as serious as you want it to be. Oh, another example, the test group, their crew name is Bay Brigade.
420.
Did I post their image? I feel like I posted their image. I drew for them. I can't remember.
I've seen
But,
it.
I did it in the art gallery. Yeah.
I've seen it
Brigade
through.
is so good.
I've seen it through Brie too.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Well,
Kat
I think-
pipes up. She's like, Joyriders!
Only one of us has a car.
Damn!
And none of you are allowed to drive it.
Can you drive?
An eyebrow
certainly-
slowly raises from Bubble.
I guess you'll have to wait and find out.
Fear.
I can drive.
Be fine.
How about he just puts a hand on the table. The hounds.
None of us have dogs.
Okay.
And then when we go on a mission, we could technically be saying that Telleride has released the hounds.
That's horrid. That's
That's
terrible.
terrible. That's terrible.
I like it.
We'll get along just fine.
No.
Maybe not. Well, it's a work in progress.
I'm not feeling it.
Then,
Well, I told you I wasn't good at naming things.
But you're
Let's see.
trying.
I do what I can.
Clean Feet was fine.
clean heels.
Feet and heels, same thing. As long as you got a fetish for it.
Let's not get into that this meeting. Or any meeting for that
The
matter.
hangman is just like bending over, laughing very quietly in mind of the bar rules, and just pointing at yes.
Are you assuming something?
No.
Well, I wouldn't confirm or deny it anyway.
I'm begging, yes, I'm begging. Can we please use that? Oh, there's a good scrib. Hang on. Everybody's throwing out the bangers right now.
I like caution tape, but also
Yeah.
I like Echo because freaking our names Catchpole, ES, Catchpole, Hangman, Helsing, Opal.
Oh wait. Oh wait.
Ooh.
Oh. I'm fine with that.
Who would bring that up then? Because it sure as hell would
Opal, it is time for you
No,
to
hold
speak.
on.
Oval speaks.
Any reason?
Just. Well, I mean, he could propose a name and then. Who was it that caught what it meant?
Yes, just like his mouth just opens and he puts a finger up and he's like, "What did you say your name was again?" And he points at Catchpole.
I'm Catch.
Huh.
So we have
That is
yes.
such a good. It's a good name, and you want to know why it's a good name?
Hmm.
E. C points at Catch. H, and he points at both Hangman and Helsing, and then he's O, and then he points at Obel.
So are we spelling it? Are we spelling it with 2 H's then?
Oh, we could. Or
Alright.
capitalize the H.
Okay.
One sec.
No, it's Echo with the H squared.
Oh my god. Hell yeah.
I don't know how to type the squared thing.
I don't think it works on Discord.
It doesn't. There's just like
should be like an alt button for it.
wait,
Yeah.
that looks like it's the water, the sign for water now. It's H2O.
Yes,
There we go.
Yes, there it is.
There it is. Alright.
Alright, so you guys have your name?
It does make us seem a
Mhm.
little more sciencey than I'm sure we are, but hey.
Alright, so with your names established, you guys can begin the next phase of things if we're all good to continue.
Mhm.
Here's the scam cheat sheet.
Oh no.
So before you guys go on negotiating or anything like that, you guys need to find a job. During this is called the prep phase. During the prep phase, you guys can do multiple things. If you look under this in the before negotiation section, you can look for work. You can use a skill, any of your skills that you can argue for to try and find a job. You can try, once you have a job, you can try and find the equilibrium of a job, so how much that job is paying. You can also roll to research competition if you're worried that another taker team might try and take the job out from under you. You can research them to figure out if another taker team is thinking about taking that contract, and that will come up in the next phase where someone can do something about that. There's also another option called securing a wholesaler. That comes to That comes up when you're doing a different type of job called scores. Essentially, you guys overhear or come up with an area to go raid and loot because it might have something good to sell, and you just need someone to sell it. So either someone like overhears when they're looking for work, they overhear, or they go on the forums and they find out like a place that has, say, like an old factory of medical equipment to go and look at that's in the area. And for one reason or another, it wasn't looted because it's dangerous or because of some other complication. And you guys can go and get whatever medical supplies are there. That would be a score. Securing a wholesaler means that you're looking for someone that will buy the goods at a good rate before you get that. So you know for sure you're going to get paid at the end of it. So you're not just like grabbing something willy-nilly and then figuring out how much it would be. Now, of course, for the one shot, I'm only gonna give you guys one mission. Perhaps if the second run happens and it's just all the same people, it's no one new, I'll let you guys pick a couple of missions that I already have churning around in my head that I already have some stuff written down for.
Nice.
But for now, it's just the one mission. But we're still going to test this. So, who would like to try and look for a job now that you guys have your name now?
Is it only one person can roll for the team?
Anyone can roll for it, but their failures are if someone rolls for it and fails, it's not like they can get assisted on it. If you fail, then that is a fail still.
Okay.
Anyone can roll for it. Or
Okay.
try and find a skill to roll for it.
Let's see.
Is it any of our skills could apply?
If you can make an argument for it, yep.
I have no arguments. The only skill I could think to argue for would be persuasion, and that's not gonna work.
Exactly what I was thinking, but it's like, how would that even work? Just like beg somebody to give us a job?
Yeah, you can go around, you can talk about it, you can you know a few people that are connected.
I have a this is any skill, correct? That could
Any skill?
Okay, so I have a 3 in scavenging and 3 in self-control or in awareness.
Yep.
So I'm sure either of those could possibly net one as well. Although I think persuasion might be able to get a better one.
Who's got the highest? Because I have 3.
In persuasion?
Everyone's highest is going to be 3.
Yeah,
So
3.
Could I... Is it possible to use as a dependent as a reference?
no,
Damn.
unfortunately not. You'd have to use a reference. If you fail this roll, any roll you fail, you can possibly call in a reference to help
Mm-hmm.
or spend.
Because I was thinking if was Obel, you have since you are a medic, you would know, you could possibly try to listen around for or ask if anyone needs any jobs that would require getting supplies or resources.
He could place himself.
Could I make an argument for scavenging, hearing words from other scavengers about jobs going with that kind of skill set?
That would be something different, unfortunately.
Okay.
But if you want to root around through someone's trash, then that would be a scavenging.
I mean, I might as well.
Is it one roll per person that can do this, or is it one roll period?
Well, everyone gets one action they can use for a prep phase.
Okay.
So if someone is looking for a job, that uses up their action for prep.
Oh, okay. So then they can't do the find equilibrium or research competition.
Yeah,
or secure
everyone
one.
gets one thing they can do. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Everyone
I'm
only
not
has so
going
much
to
time.
use mine on the looking for work thing then.
It is. I will say it is possible to get extra uses with certain rules and stuff. I'm doing that, but that does mean you won't have a chance to talk to your dependent before you leave. You're essentially neglecting them, so that
No.
Okay, so
that you can focus on work.
Okay, so before negotiations, Well, we want. I could probably do the research competition if I could argue Jordan for a stealth.
Well, let's focus on job first.
Yes,
before
but
we get
in order
arguing
to
that.
determine who's going to be looking for the job,
I
checking
think the persuasion
availability.
character. I think the persuasion character should be
Well,
looking for the job.
No, because the persuasion character needs to do the negotiation.
That's
Yeah.
right, they do. Okay, so they
No,
can't.
no, hold on. Everyone, let's calm down here. Negotiation is a completely different phase. All right.
Okay.
Find a
right.
job first, then negotiations
Oh.
happen.
So each
Right.
bullet here is a different phase?
Different phase.
Okay.
Before, during, and
Um,
after. So before,
let's
you guys
see.
need to find a job.
Okay.
And everyone
Okay.
can do
So the-
something for this part.
So
Also, you can use any skill you want for any of these. Stealth could work if you can like attest to how your character would kind of go about doing it.
So, would securing the wholesaler, that would be
That's for a score.
Yeah, we're not doing a score, I don't think, are we?
okay.
You're not doing a score.
Okay.
You can do one next time though.
Hey.
So
Okay.
if I maneuver myself like around the medical circles or whatever, the chatter, would awareness be the role for it?
Yeah, you can like keep an ear out for stuff. Yeah.
Okay. If I could do that.
Could I persuade some of the people around town to just like give me ideas as to like where to look for jobs?
Sure.
Okay.
Be talkative, chat people up, get people talking about stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How do we roll this stuff?
So I was gonna ask.
Right. Well, first, so how rolls work? 2d10 essentially. The first dice is your black dice. The second dice is your red dice. Essentially, you have to make sure your black is above your red. If you have any bonuses with your skills, you add them onto your black dice.
So
If you have, so who's doing the search for job roll?
Eyes? Yes.
yeah, I guess it's me.
Okay.
Okay. So then, how it works then? 2d10, right? One is your black, one is your red. Your black dice is going to be bolstered by your persuasion. Your persuasion being a 1, so your black dice has a +1 to it.
My persuasion's 3, so I get a 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong sheet. There's like 3 of these. It's just called red. Okay.
I can
Sorry.
rename
3.
mine.
Sorry. So you get a +3. Sorry. To
So
your
do I
black
just
dice.
put the +3 at the end?
No, because I think that's gonna go to both of them. You just wanted to go to your black dice.
Okay.
So you can do like slash roll bracket 1d10 +3 and bracket, and then whatever. Or you can just like roll the both of them and then add it up from there.
Yeah, so I got it.
Yeah,
like,
so that's a success.
I fucking doubled it.
So then, with that, if I can get my notes out real quick.
And no, I am not role playing this because the one thing I'm not good at yet are social characters.
Well, this is the perfect time
so
to
then you
practice.
made yourself a social character?
Listen, I didn't quite think this through, but we're having fun.
Alright, well, don't worry. You don't have to roleplay this part. Other things you will have to, though.
That is fine.
So, you are able to, talk around with a few people here and there and get some information here and there. People are able to tell you that it seems that a group calling themselves the First Bank of the Loss, which is essentially a small-time effort by a bunch of like area loan sharks to kind of cut their overhead a bit through a network of like standards and shared biometric-based background checks and other such things, essentially becoming like a pseudo bank in their eyes. has kind of recently kind of started to shift towards like a focus of like trying to improve their day-to-day operating standards. They essentially want to be able to print their own bounty. Now, or they want to be able to print their own bounty, not to inflate anything or anything like that, but essentially to turn bulkier documentation of people that counts as bounty into just nice plain little driver's licenses that are easy to hold in your pocket. They have someone in town looking for a taker crew to go to an abandoned DMV office to get a printer laminator for them. And that client's the person that would be offering this job, or is the go-between between the first lost bank and you as the team, would be your client, MATLAB.
Okay. Get a
So-
printer laminator.
Get a printer laminator from an abandoned DMV office. That's the job.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's simple enough.
Now that you have the job,
But how far away?
one of you guys need to let's see. Actually, I think you guys would actually get how far away it is, I think, already.
Okay, cool.
It is 4 legs away.
4 legs.
So 4
Ooh.
encounters.
4 legs away.
Now, I will let you know that essentially it's only going to be 3.
Okay.
Because one of those legs is going to be something different.
Oh, okay. That'll be fun. Then do we need anything else from the information here? I can't think.
That is what you'll get from that. If you guys want to figure out how much is going to be given for this job, someone's going to have to roll to find the equilibrium price.
Let's see.
I
What
think
skills do I have that could be used for that?
I've got awareness, so wherever you guys want to plot me for that.
Yeah, I've got 2 awareness, and I could, or I could use scavenging research competition, going through people's trash, find out what they're.
What's your
Doing.
scavenging?
My scavenging is 3.
Okay. Because my awareness is 3.
Okay, so you do awareness then.
Okay. So, do we want me to try to figure out how much this is going to be then?
yeah.
And I will let you guys know you don't have to worry about researching for competition in this.
Oh hell yeah!
All the big boys are out doing really nice bounties, so we're here looking for.
I mean that is literally part of the description that I'll get into when you guys actually are.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
So yeah, how do I go about using the awareness to kind of scope how much this is going to be?
Right. So roll a black dice and a red dice, and add your awareness to your black dice. So 2d10.
So I add the number of, or I just add the number itself.
You add your skill to the
So if
number
I have
itself.
3, then it's 2 dice and then plus 3.
No, because that's going to add to the overall. So it's not going to add to one of the rolls. So just roll 2d10.
Okay.
Then plus the 3 on.
There's probably a macro that can be done in an equation or whatever. I don't know it, unfortunately.
This way's easy enough anyway.
Oof. So with that, your awareness is a plus 3, right?
Yeah.
So you try and listen out for like if people are talking about this job at all. You know the name of it, you know the client and stuff like that. You're trying to figure out we're trying to listen out for if anyone knows like how much is going for the job. Unfortunately, you're not able to overhear anything. Not just like in the vein where like no one's talking about it, but also in the places where people might actually be talking about it. It's a bit too noisy.
Okay.
So someone else. So that is your action for this prep. Someone else can try.
Could I try to argue for stealth to overhear things? Or sneak around, possibly to sneak around to hang around the client.
Sure. Roll your stealth.
So it's just
2d10.
Okay. And my stealth
yeah.
is 3. It's nice. Oof. My stealth.
Oof.
So that's
Very
5
close.
and 3.
Now, also remember, if you fail something, you can use a reference or you can use a will to try and.
Well, could I try scavenging through the trash, see if they've got any like inventories or pricing units hanging around?
Sure
see
thing.
how. Yeah. Okay. Let's do our best. Fucking hell. Okay.
So which of us wants to use reference?
I think there is. Wait, is there one person that can still roll?
I can still roll, yeah.
No, you can't. You've already done something.
Oh,
with
wait,
Scrivener,
no, I
actually.
can't. Oopsie.
Yeah, I think it's just Gizmo.
It's
Actually,
just,
Helsing.
yeah, it's,
Well, we don't have to worry about the research competition bit.
Yeah, you just need to know the price. If you
Yeah.
want the price.
Well, we do.
Of
So we can
course.
ground for negotiation.
At least we don't have to worry about competition
I've
or
been muted
wholesaler.
this entire
Yeah.
time. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. You good though?
Yeah, what would I need to be rolling if we're not going to worry about research? Because that's my biggest thing.
I mean, you can use the research if you want.
Mhm.
It would have to use up if you have a if you have a item that can be used to research. If anyone has like a laptop or a Ubique specs or something like that. But you can use any of your skills if you can make an argument for it, essentially, or if you can like figure out a way that your character would be using it, essentially, in broad terms.
Networking doesn't work without references, correct?
No, you can pull a networking anytime.
Oh, okay. I want to try some networking then, see if I can hear around, see if anyone else knows, anything.
Okay. Roll your networking then. 2d10.
Is it a slash or an exclamation point?
Oh, I only rolled 2d10. I could roll 3. I'm so sorry. Can I roll the last one?
I'm sorry.
Wait, no, I couldn't. Sorry, I'm an idiot. I'm fucking sorry.
You got excited. You got the WAD rules in your head.
I did again.
If only. I want that extra die.
I want it so badly.
So it's just gonna be /R2, then a D, then 10. That's it.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh,
hey.
just made it.
I also have a +2 for research, so.
very good.
So
Or not research.
networking. Okay, so you go around with some of your contacts, some old professional buddies here and there, or people you know things, and they are able to tell you that the price for this job is at equilibrium, at the offer price, is 15 bounty.
Oh, that's not bad. But it's also a lot of work if it's 3-ish legs.
4 legs, we know.
Hopefully, you guys can negotiate for a better price then.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
next stage then is negotiations. You know the job, you know how much it is, you know who is giving it out. Now you just have to seal the deal. Who are you sending as your negotiator?
Eyes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
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 All right, cool. I'm just gonna make a little red circle here to symbolize ES.
Yes.
Yeah.
There it is. I see.
I'm gonna place this down at the bottom. You guys always start at buyer's market
All right.
because that is the 15 bounty offering price.
Mhm.
So, how this is gonna work? Talking is a lot like combat in its own sort of way. When we get into it, essentially what's going to happen is someone is going to have to decide who goes first. Usually it's a leadership role, to decide who gets the initiative for the negotiation. From there, whoever is going first or second or whatever the fact is, you say a few things and you roll something associating with what you've said. So if you want to intimidate someone, you say something intimidating and then you roll something. And so it's a flowing conversation with turns in between, right? And with roles that decide how well things go. Essentially, how things work is with you guys starting at Buyer's Market. Hold on a second. Does this actually have the? I don't think this. Oh wait, no, it definitely. No, it's just scams. Oh no. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get you guys the. Here's your negotiation sheet. It essentially has all the rules for negotiations and how they work. So clients, just like players, well, technically every NPC, also as long as you guys has a weak spot, a soft spot, and a tough spot. Now their tough spots are a bit different than yours. Their tough spots are job based on what they're doing. Their weak spot is the character based, and the soft spot is also character based. If you are able to figure out a client's spot and you use it, you get more sway. Sway is your essentially how much you're moving along this bar at the bottom.
Nice.
Right? The more sway you have, the better the price, and the more you're able to push up against your client who's trying to push you the opposite direction to get a lower price. With that, it also has the negotiation charm skills. It says what each skill does, essentially. Your bread and butter for getting sway is going to be persuasion. If a client is using a spot against you, you can use a deception, essentially, to still get a sway, but it can only be used in tandem with that, really. Or you can boast about your skills and get a sway that way. So persuasion and deception are pretty good bread and butter there. Sensitivity is going to allow you to find out their weak spot or soft spot in the middle of negotiations. Your leadership is used to begin and end negotiations, and your networking can be used to use during it to find more out about the job if you have missed something. So if you guys didn't know about the price, you could use your networking in the middle of the negotiation to find out more about the job. Okay? There's other things associated with it, the scam portion of it. We'll get to that when we get there, just to keep things not, all jumbled. All right? So, if everyone's here, a date you are getting in contact with the client, the time is set, and you guys go off to meet the client, or at least ES goes to meet the client. As you guys exit the bar, or begin to exit the bar, Rusty knocks on his bar again to get you guys' attention. Brings all of you guys back over. And then as you guys are walking over, it's written down on a piece of paper and slides it towards you guys, and it just says name ? So he's asking for your take your crew name.
Yeah, catch elbows, ES.
He'll write down Echo, and then he'll take a second, and he's just like, I've got it. And then he puts like a little number 2 on the top of the H, like a little like a squared. Then he gives it to Rusty.
All right, he takes it.
Some of our best work, I'll tell you.
Jesus, the bar is low.
He takes it. He looks at it, and he looks like he's about to write something, but then he doesn't. And he's just like very quietly like, if this is your best work, then I hope things go a lot better for you out there than in here. He has like a little sly smile, like jokingly.
Well, let's just say I wasn't the only one to work on this.
Team effort, of course.
Thanks.
Good luck then, Echo. And he kind of pulls up a blackboard, like that was like being like obscured because like a little like a mirror that can be slid essentially to reveal a blackboard with all the Taker crews in Telluride on it, and you guys, your name, the amount of you, is added to the bottom.
Nice.
We're on the board.
You're on the board.
Around the board. Yeah.
That you guys can leave.
All right.
You also see that you are the only takers in town at the moment.
Wow, I feel bad for Telluride. The only team we have is a fucking meme name.
The bar is set low.
Oh, there's more meme names on there. Don't worry. Everyone else is just on a job already.
I mean, Babe Brigade. At least Babe Brigade is so good. I'm just.
So you go to the meetup time. You're entered and you're gestured through like a small area of like the hotel that's here. There are some people that you definitely know weren't in town a few days ago. Seems like they came with the new client, and they're a bit more rough and tough than the usual people, and they're not mountain goats, so you know that you're not not really to be messed with, so to speak. You're ushered in one-on-one, or only you, ES, to talk one-on-one with this client, where eventually you are led and ushered into a room. Sitting opposite of the door in front of a window is the woman by the name of MATLAB. I will get her token up for you guys, because she has a token.
Oh no.
She's at the bottom
Oh
here.
my god! Hello.
Haha! Get fucked, yes. Don't fuck us over.
Hi there,
And
pretty lady.
Come here often. This is my place of business.
and with that, actually, Joel, she doesn't actually work here. She says something different to that. But either way, with that, we start up negotiations, of course, with a lovely thing known as
With a kiss.
a leadership role.
Moi.
I am. My fingers are crossed for you.
I do like me some pretty ladies.
I do consider myself an expert.
Is there any situation in like red markets where you have to take minuses on things?
Yes.
Oh no.
If things are ridiculously outlandishly hard to do, you take minuses on that. Or, but most of the time, what's going to happen is it's not that you're going to take minuses, it's that your red dice is going to get bonuses.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay, well, I can tell you now, it's not going to be outlandish for ES to talk to a woman.
I can understand that.
I'm clarifying that for everybody. I'm just saying.
I just wanted to ask that for myself. It's fine.
Another thing with negotiations, as the negotiator, you cannot use references if you fail a roll, because calling someone up in the middle of a negotiation doesn't look good.
No, not really.
Not generally.
So with that, 2d10, I need you to make a leadership roll for me, and this will decide a few things.
Oh.
And that is +2.
So the pluses
Well,
go
you're-
to the first die then?
Yes, the first die. The first die is your black die. The second die is your red die. So as long as your first die is above your second die, you've succeeded.
Which awesome. Hell yeah.
And your little willpower can like switch that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you fail, or any other reason, like if you want to fail, I guess. So with that, you succeeded the leadership role. You're able to walk and move and present yourself as a professional. And with that, you get two things. One, this sets how many turns of social combat you have until MATLAB closes the deal and says that we decide a price now, right? And so with that, it takes your leadership, which is 2, and adds it to your black dice, and then divides that by 2. So that means you have, I believe it's also rounded down, I believe, just to be sure. quickly go get my note. No, it's rounded up actually. But the max is 5. So you have 5
Oh.
rounds of social
Well, hey,
combat.
that's still good.
That's really good. That means all your team is going to be able to get their scams out.
Nice.
With that, it also sets you, because you succeeded, get to set the tone. You get to set initiative. Essentially, who do you want to talk first? Do you want to talk first, or do you want MATLAB to talk first? Now, in a full game, there is some strategy that could be involved if you're looking at all the rules and stuff. But I mean, you don't have to really worry about that.
Well, if we're going to be professional about this, coming in and just taking control of the conversation isn't exactly going to be the best thing. Because just
Well, you could,
coming in
you
and
could,
being like, yeah, fucking look at this, like, give me the price on this, all fucking, like, all that.
like, you could go like, come in, introduce yourself, introduce your team and what you know about them, and like, introduce yourself in a really good way, and then let her talk or something like that.
I suppose.
Sell yourself to her before she can try and sell herself to you.
That's what. Okay, I was like, what is this token? There it is.
Oh
It's
yeah,
down
sorry, it's
there,
at the
but
bottom. I can,
Yeah,
I
it was
can,
down there.
I can make it bigger for a second. I mean,
No, I just looked. I'm zoomed in.
okay. I love that on this side here. Actually, no, put it up here. This is easier.
Yeah, I suppose I could do that.
I'm not saying you should. Sorry, I was just like, my bad.
Also, just say, sorry, Malak's gotta get further from you. Sorry to take her beauty away. But clients always start at the top. It's easier for you guys that way.
Yeah. I will say I probably will end up doing that because we're a new group, and so we kind of need to sell ourselves and prove to them that, like, yeah, this is like you should probably look into this.
All right.
Okay. So you want to talk first then?
Sure.
Okay. So again, with how this works, role play, say something first as you're entering the room and all that stuff, get whatever when you say, and then associate it with the roll essentially. So if you're wanting to get sway right off the bat, you're going to want to roll persuasion. Or you can do any of the other options that are on the negotiation charm skills area for the negotiation sheet. But you just got to make sure that what you say matches up with the action that you're taking.
Does out of negotiation things, like, do they apply? Like, if I were to have known this
Well, that's
person before, or is that like not applying?
that isn't. So if you've done a job with them in the past, like if this was like a different, this is like the second time you're taking a job from them, that could apply too. Yes, but this is the first time you're meeting this person.
Okay.
So that's how that goes with that.
Alright, what do I want to roll for this first? Let's just get a persuasion going. Question is, how the fuck am I gonna frame that to be a persuasion?
Well, you can just be amiable.
Mhm.
You can sell yourself. You can have the right posture and stuff like that. Be polite.
Yeah, he'll come in and he'll, as his personality suggests, he always tries to look professional.
Yes.
Was that
Yes.
her?
No, that's me.
Okay. Okay, I was like,
I'm not. You got to talk first. Don't worry. She's not saying
Okay.
anything until you're done.
okay. And we don't know names or anything yet. Or do we?
You got her name in the research stage.
Okay. Could I get her name again?
MATLAB.
Could you type that out?
MATLAB.
Okay. Yeah, he walks in, looks very professional, and he goes, "Ah, so are you Ms. Matlab?"
That would be myself, yes.
Ah, good. My name is ES, and is the rest of my team with me or no? Is it
It's just
me?
you, one-on-one.
Okay, my name is ES, and I'm here to represent my new Taker team. Well, our new Taker team. Echo.
Alright, you can roll your persuasion. Alright,
Alrighty.
that's a success. So, you guys get one sway with that successful roll. And you move up from buyer's market to at value. With that, Matlab leans back in the chair that she's in, regards you, looks you up and down a little bit, and then says, "All right then, present yourselves." And she will take her action to read you and your team. With that, that ends. She doesn't move anywhere. With that, that ends the first round of combat. And that brings us to our scams. So, while this is going on, how scams work when it comes to negotiations is we flash back a little bit before this talk to the time of when you guys are preparing, just before this this negotiation is taking place. You guys, from the scam cheat sheet that's there, you guys can do any of those actions that are there. You only get one scam per player. So for the 4 of you, that's 4 scams, 1 for each of you. And you can either, if you had competition, you could try and sabotage them so they don't take the job from you. You could gather intelligence to uncover one of the client's spots, manipulate the price to try and adjust how much the job goes for in one way or another. Negotiator support, so you can kind of prep your negotiator before they went in there to give them a +2 on their next roll. Or you can find a way to scam the client or whatever to get yourself put into the negotiation as well. Only one person can negotiate at a time, but you guys are able to tag in round to round, essentially.
That sounds super handy. Except none of us have the right skills for it. Oh.
So, who would like to go first? Who would like to do a scam?
I think, is it any role to provide the +2
Pretty
resistance?
tired.
Yep. You just gotta roll it.
Okay. I think to the negotiator support. And I just declare which role I'm using, or I just roll?
Yeah, just declare which roll you're using and how you're gonna use it to try and support your negotiator.
Okay, where's my
Make
sheet?
a reasonable explanation to how you've assisted them with this role.
Let's see. The company that we're negotiating with, what are they again?
The First Lost Bank, they call themselves. They're a bunch of loan sharks that are going pro, so to speak.
And they want a printer? That was what they were looking for?
Card laminator, yes.
Okay. Let's see. Well, the 2 best ones, the 2 best bets is either scavenging or awareness. Since I used awareness last time, am I allowed to use it again, or is that out?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can use it again.
Is it possible that you could use awareness to kind of pick up any chatter from any of the workers here or around the building or wherever concerning
Yeah.
their hopes for this printer and how much they're kind of looking into it or whatever.
Sure. This is the negotiator support action.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, yeah, roll for your awareness. Hey.
That's
All right,
plus
that's success.
Ooh.
So yeah, you're able to overhear some things, and before ES goes into the
Yes. I'm sorry.
Goes
Every
into-
time.
yeah, before he goes into the negotiation, you tell him about like what you heard and like how like if you probably do like or present yourself kind of like this or hold yourself like this, they'll probably like appreciate that.
This is what they're kind of
So you-
expecting from us.
You're not kind of expecting, yeah. You give him the pointers. So on his next roll, you'll get a +2.
Cool.
With that, we go back. That is now we're into round 2 of negotiations. Yes, you have the floor.
I understand that a new team, especially one that just popped up so suddenly, maybe you might be considering, why would you go with a team that hasn't exactly had a chance to prove themselves? Well, allow me to by the way, the pause is not in character. I just like.
Oh, don't worry.
That is
Don't worry.
like.
Take your time. Take your time. You're good. You're good.
Allow me to sell my other teammates for you. I've known 3 out of the 4 of them for quite some time. Do I go into all of them?
Go into as many as you want.
I mean, he would go into like the 3, but I don't know out of character enough about them to go and like describe how they are.
Sure. That's okay. This you doing a persuasion with that?
I sure am.
All right. Well, make a persuasion. Let me just.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. I get +2 to this, plus my +3, so I tie.
Oh, wow. Just give me just 1 second here. Unfortunately, ties go to the market.
Do you want to use a will? Because this is kind of important.
So
I
you
know.
can. Now, it's not a crit fail or anything like that. So, wait, hold on. You tie with a... Am I looking at this wrong?
No, because I have 3 persuasion, and then with Obel's roll, I would have gotten a +2 on my next roll,
Right.
so that's a 5, and then... Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm dumb.
Yeah. That's
I'm
a fail.
very dumb. Holy fuck. Oh my god.
It's a big fail.
Um,
Now, not a crit fail. You can choose to use a will to switch the dice.
yeah, we're using a will.
Okay.
Where do I mark that off? Is that like right underneath the stats?
Yeah, there's like a box beside beside where the will is, I think. Like the empty place below stats that's
Yeah,
open.
that's what I was
You can put like
thinking.
1 out of 0 or whatever out there, yeah.
Okay.
So you use your will. So your black die is actually a 9, your red die is actually the red 1. So you succeed. You gain, that is 1 sway, so you've moved up to labor costs. More and more money. MATLAB. Here's what you have to say about each of your team members. Nods. And says, well, I suppose they do seem you do sell them in a good enough light that I know I'm not wasting my time. Please continue. And she'll take another turn to read you. With that, we end round 2.
Nice.
So, Opal has done their scam. I'm gonna send him off to the mountains.
You will go to the mountain. You're going to the mountains.
Going to the mountain. Who would like to do another scam?
I would
Could I try? Oh, you go.
Oh, I would like to sneak around and try to find out some her soft spot or her tough spot or weak spot.
I was gonna fucking suggest somebody do that. Oh.
That's what I'm here for, Shakespeare.
Oh, fucking
I was just
thank
about to do that
God.
too.
Thank fucking God. I'm glad we're
if you
sharing a
fail,
brain
if you
cell.
fail, House, then I will try.
Next round.
Oh.
Mhm.
I'm so glad we're sharing a brain cell.
And in this case, it's a good brain cell. It's a smart brain cell.
It is the one brain
Finally.
cell we need.
Finally.
Anyway, can I argue a stealth for that? Stalking.
Oh my God.
What?
Yeah, I'll give it to
I
you for
just-
being a stalker.
I just like to imagine, like, MATLAB just, I sell Hangman to her, and then suddenly she's like, oh, I know who that is.
Ah. My stealth is a 3, so that's a 10 and a 1.
Oh, very good. What qualifies as a crit?
Doubles.
Doubles, and I think what?
Natural doubles. Even doubles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, even doubles being a crit success, odd
Okay.
doubles being a crit fail.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ, what's happening right now? Ah, there we go. Meh. Sorry about that. Running back upstairs, running back upstairs, running back upstairs, running back upstairs, upstairs. I'm upstairs. Alright, that's a hell of a success. So you stalk, before the negotiation, you stalked MATLAB for a little bit. And you are able, as you're stalking her, you are able to catch, as like she's kind of going around like the marketplace area. She has her guards with her. You are able to catch, you're able to get already some idea that the people that she's going around, she's not really going for shopping reasons. Seems like she's collecting some money from some certain people. But you're also able to notice that where she is more like the talker of sort of things, it's more her guard that seem to be trying to like be the intimidating ones and like start to like knock things over and kind of go in for like pummeling strikes and stuff. But MATLAB stops them. They seem a bit pissy about it, but she doesn't take their reactions as any sort of persuasion to allow them to continue their usual business operation, so to speak. Holds them back and comes at this more professionally, without violence, just talking. She's able to get the money. You're not exactly sure the specifics of if she got all what she was looking for or what was going down, but she leaves with what she's able to get, moves on to the next area, and that sort of same thing kind of happens a few times before it's always diplomatic and always talking about it. With that, you're able to learn that MATLAB has a soft spot called All Money is Blood Money.
Oh.
MATLAB doesn't approve of many things that the bank, the loan sharks, do. And while she doesn't want things to go violent, she is willing to still be a participant in such crimes and such. She doesn't have the luxury of turning down available resources and other such things if it's to make the loss a better place. We were able to feed that information to ES, and ES, you now know MATLAB's soft spot. Things going violently isn't the way she likes to operate things.
Alright.
How can
So,
we use that?
well, you could use that if you accidentally, quote unquote, say something that could piss off one of the guards. They start to get violent, or they and MATLAB, or they start getting they get pissy, and MATLAB has to hold them back. Then you can use that.
Good. If you want to go through the victim side of it.
So, say you could. I think the first thing that pops to my mind is like you could imply that like when you're talking about security concerns and stuff, you could be like, I assure you that my crew, well, one of the takers on my crew, Hangman, is in particular good with combat fighting, however you want to phrase it. I imagine that she could even have a bit of a dance with your guard, or with one of the gentlemen here. And then I don't know, whatever role would it be to incite the guard.
Well, I already have an idea, I think. I do like that. I might have to use that if this one goes bad.
Oh.
But it's more just like playing into the whole, like, I understand that not every single group is all about, like, violence first, questions later attitude. That's not how we operate. In fact, there's only probably one person in this entire group, in this entire taker group, that's geared toward that, that's trained for this type of thing. We're more of a diplomatic group. We'll be able to deal with a lot of things that other groups certainly won't have the patience for.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's how you want to say it. Roll persuasion.
Good luck, good luck, good luck.
And hopefully succeed.
Hell yeah.
Yes!
Alright. Let me run back up. I heard lots of yeses, so I'm going to assume it was a success.
It was
Mm-hmm.
not, it would be a 12 and 5 with my persuasion.
Alright then. Well, that is definitely a success. With that, because you succeeded on a persuasion, that means you already move up one. But because you used a sway, you move up another one as well.
Hey.
You're all the way up to 100% markup. And at this point, you are head-to-head, as it's called, with MATLAB. You cannot move past each other. It's now a tug-of-war game of deciding the price. With that, MATLAB is going to use her turn now.
We are circlers.
She regards what you've said, nods to it. It's definitely affected her, you know that. And that's when she had most of the time she's had like a pleasant sort of like business smile on the whole time, and she's been like relaxed but like still somewhat tense, still professional. It's at this point that she gets out of that posture. Her face doesn't darken, but the smile is lost just a little bit, and she looks at you seriously for a while before saying, I definitely can see the value in that. But it's funny that you bring up Hangman, actually. Because while I understand that you're right, she does have good skill, I do understand she is quite a bit obsessed when it comes to a particular goal of hers. And I feel for it. I understand. We've all lost someone. We all want closure. But I, of all people, understand what money can do to people. What bounty can do to people. And that's just having an excess amount of it. Do you know what she is willing to do to get one particular piece of bounty? With that, she is using Hangman's weak spot against you, giving her 2 sway.
Damn it.
And that's enough to push you down to hazard pay.
Mm.
It was so close.
Eventually, reading someone gives you their weak spot.
Mm.
She's used it for 2 rounds now.
Oh, she got 2 weak spots.
Yeah, probably got mine just waiting to pull it out.
Weak spot or soft spot. Sometimes
Oh,
maybe
yee.
tough spot.
Either one.
Alright then.
With that, we come to the end of round 3, and move on to your team, who would like to do a scam.
Mm. We've already found her soft spot, so maybe.
Weak spot.
Yeah, we could do it. We could do the weak spot.
Yeah, sure. I'll try and scavenge around wherever I know. Sorry, MATLAB hangs out, or where she lives, or her offices, or anything, and see if I can find anything that, like, a vice, anything she gives into, anything she just can't resist, that kind of thing. Like in her trash and things, and something that reoccurs.
Alright, so you wanting to scavenge through her trash?
I do. It seems to be my go-to.
Well then, get your nose in the garbage then, catch, and see what you can find. Roll your...
Yeah, no, that's a failure. I got 3 plus 3.
Fortunate. So you rot around in her trash a bit. Some things have been thrown out here and there.
Do you want to do will?
Do you
You
want me
can-
to will?
You can pull a will if you want.
Do you want to?
I have 2 will. I can use a will. I'll use a will.
Okay,
Might as well. We're doing it for the money.
of course.
I would like to reverse them
We
then.
don't get that will back unless we
Pull the weak
appease
spot
our-
or a soft spot.
okay.
Yep.
It's okay. Catch is gonna pull his weak spot probably. Her weak spot. Blech.
It's either that or the tough spot, I think.
So you use your will. You are able to find something then. Rooting around through her trash. You find what seems to be a thrown out journal. Its pages are all amuck and ruined. Some things are torn out, other things are have slight burns or some things on them.
Mhm.
But you do find one page. It seems to be a page of notes that MATLAB keeps on certain people. Seems like
Okay.
during negotiations, or for negotiations at least. With that, you're able to read some notes that she keeps on some of these people. You know, like some of them professional, others a bit less professional. And it does
Okay.
make note of particular types of people that MATLAB seems to not have more distasteful words to say about others. And it seems
Oh.
that the trend with them is that they're all people that aren't as literally or physically invested in what they do as other people. They would send people up to do their stuff for them. With that, you'll be able to learn that MATLAB's weak spot is called dirt under her nails. MATLAB admires and respects those who get physically involved in the work that they do.
All right. That is okay. So, like, if we, we're the kind of people. None of us are going to be sitting back. We're all going to be out there getting into it. We just got to make her
Understand that.
understand that. Okay.
And so you're able to give this to ES prior to the negotiation. And of course, flashing back to the future, ES will be able to use this in the next round.
Yes. All right.
So, with that, I'll move you off to the mountain. We come to round 4. Yes, you have the floor.
Trying to figure out how to word this, because I know what I want to say, but it's now a way of just wording it. Alright, so he would basically just go on and say, like, I do know what that first taste of bounty can really do to someone, and especially someone as dedicated as Hangman. It is quite a slippery slope, if you will. However, our group is primarily full of people that can and will keep her in line, specifically myself, because I'm sure we've all seen that one person who's gotten that bounty fever, if you will, and they fixate on the one thing they need, and they become someone that they're not. Or rather, they become a worse version of who they should be. I will do what I can, to the best of my ability, and I will hope that my team, as well as myself, follows that philosophy as well, where everyone must keep their focus and not stray too far from where we're supposed to be. And this is coming from someone who does many deals like this.
All right. Roll your persuasion, or any other skill you want to roll for that.
And that is persuasion.
All right. You also used a used the spot, so that's going to be 2 sway. MATLAB, that's going to be enough to push MATLAB up 1. As such, MATLAB is going to nod, smile a bit more. Seems to get a bit more relaxed with you now. with what you've said so far. But we'll say, yeah, yes, or should I say yes? Let's. Let's talk about you. You have, I must say, you do have quite a way with words. And she smiles.
Oh fuck. She got my fucking weak spot, lads.
What's your weak spot, lad?
I'm gonna move some hair to like the side and here and there.
That's your weak spot.
I am not immune to pretty lady.
That is true.
Hides a bit of the scar on her face a little bit more. And leans in all the more with it too. And I really must say, with how you've conducted yourself thus far, and even going so far with the fact that you're part of a new crew and putting yourself out there, it really is quite admirable, I suppose. You're using your weak spot against you, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh.
That's what I give
Man,
her.
like, I can't believe, like, we all worked together to get this far and, like, lower her guard enough to where she's like, yeah, fuck it, like, we'll just do this. And then just, like, even if she's not doing this on purpose, like, holy fuck, did she absolutely screw me
she's
over.
absolutely doing this on purpose.
Oh, absolutely she is. But, like, there's like a 70-30 chance that it's not.
So with that, you get moved down to hazard pay. Next round, or next scam round, I should say. Helsing, would you like the scam?
Oh god. I can try.
Totally.
You could
Unless
do a
somebody else
negotiator
has a
support.
I
Negotiate.
guess. That would probably help.
Because
mean-
like you could have like talked him into like, you do not think with your dick. You do not have it. There is no dick in your body.
Not a single one.
I
Well,
can
you
say,
are right.
as
Well, if you
as a man who once had a wife,
Don't do it. Women are horrible.
Remember,
if you
remember your family. Remember Simba. Remember who you are.
I mean, we would know that MATLAB is, in fact, a pretty lady, so we would be, in fact, able to caution him beforehand.
Oh fuck. The fact that okay.
Think with your
We have to
brain.
have-
Well, Helsing would absolutely know, because like
Oh yeah.
he's a dependent of ES, so
Mhm.
like Helsing would absolutely have caught on to that at some point.
Mm-hmm.
His wife was a bitch, so he's like, oh no. Fuck no.
Like Helsing's just talking about his wife, and ES is just like, well, let me give you some pointers there, friend. We can always move on. And then he's like, oh, that's the kind of person you are.
Blah blah blah. I'm a womanizer. Blah blah blah.
Blah blah
Helsing
blah.
probably has to. Yeah, Helsing probably has to set him
Oh.
down before it.
I should have did the your thing from yesterday, Con. Yeah, she leans more towards you. Titties, 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 titties.
My thing from yesterday. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh my god.
Just the boob window, all the way.
Hmm?
The Wasteland Survival Boob window.
It was effective.
It works.
It's super effective.
As to how the negotiator's assistant uses skill to boost. God, what? I guess I could use intimidation to like kill your
Yeah,
owner.
just intimidate the fuck out of
The
him.
Intimidate
memory
the
of the
owner.
fear you inspire.
If you think with your dick.
If you think with your dick one more time, I swear I will cut it off for you. so you never have to think with it again.
Roll your intimidation.
That's a hell of an intimidation for ES. Now, just does it work? That's the thing.
That's what we need to worry about.
Jesus, no.
Oh my
Not even
god!
Oh
close.
no, those tits are pretty strong. Yeah.
Oh.
You think back on the harrowing words that Helsing gave you. Your dependent, someone you trust and that you actually give a shit about on this long job that you're on. But God, that's a rat
And
right
then,
there.
and then you think
Well,
of
not
the,
even that. Just
And she's so capable too. Like she
Well, not
handled these
even-
guards, she's bossing them. Like there's so much going on here. This isn't just like a normal lay. This is the end zone right here, man.
this is what you aim for.
Yeah. This is a queen.
Oh my
Oh my
no way.
god!
Is there any way for me to get a reroll, or is that it?
You can use a will.
You can use a will. You can use a will if you want.
Don't remember how will works.
You can just you burn one. Have you played World of Darkness before?
I've not.
Okay. Well, essentially, what you do is how much will do you have right now?
One.
Okay.
I would not to come in here and rain this on anyone's parade or anything. I would suggest you save it.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Two
gonna
of us
say.
have
Because
used it so far.
that's what I was gonna say. Because you could use that hella later.
because
You might need that for something else.
You're just using this to give him a +2 anyway, so.
That's
Yeah,
true.
and I've mainly been using persuasion, and that's a +3.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
I think I don't want to jinx myself, but I think I'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I knocked on wood. It didn't. It's
Your
good.
wood?
Not my wood. Not my wood.
-2 roll.
Whose wood are we talking about?
-2.
Whose wood is it anyway?
All right, so we get to our final phase of negotiations. What's your final words here? Yes.
Jesus. What did
As
she
you
say?
as you can
like-
see, the negotiations starting to come to or beginning to wind down a bit with this blatant
I
casualness.
see the negotiation coming to an end. I see it's christened in by kitties.
Yeah.
Oh Christ! How the fuck do I get out of this? Oh,
Do you want
God.
to get out of it, or do you want to get into that?
Think
I
about it.
mean, yes.
She's
Yeah.
flirting with you. Use the flirting against her. Weaponize your own flirt.
Yeah, but
Make her
what the-
take you into consideration instead.
But she's pretty.
She
Yeah, but
is
what's
so
the role
fucking
for that?
pretty.
Is that sensitivity or is that persuasion
To what? Sorry,
to flirt back?
that's persuasion.
Lads, I could do it. I could
Do it.
actually do it.
Yeah.
Oh my
Do I
god. Are you
want
gonna
to,
lay
though?
this girl and then make her pay you for it?
I mean, if that doesn't show what kind of person ES is,
Fucking hell.
Well, just don't crit fail.
I fucking hope not.
I hope he crit succeeds.
Oh my god, that would be fucking
Please.
hilarious. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We're
don't even
risking
know how
it.
to-
We're risking it all.
We are risking it. This is oh. And the worst part is I don't even know how to present myself because
Another thing you can also try to do, I don't know if it's on there as an option. I think it should be though. Yeah, you can walk out. You can use intimidation to walk out, but I don't think you have anything intimidation, do you?
I have, I think, 2. No,
You're
I don't
afraid
have
of
any.
what she might do this round, or
No, I don't have any. So yeah, I'm more just
hunker down.
All in.
y'all want me to go all in on this? Because I'll go all in. This would be really funny.
Whatever you think is best.
I mean,
It's
That's
in
just one out of
character,
the-
and it might work.
it is in character. You know what? I gotta go with what's going in fucking character right now. Um, that will not work. Oh fuck! I just thought of something in my head and I replayed it. Like I played the whole scenario out, and it's like that sounds really bad. Like
Do it.
no, like
Means you should
no,
do it.
because because it downplays me. Like I go from being like, yeah, like I've been doing such a good job, and it's like, oh no.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Well, I mean,
Christ. Essentially, what I want to do. I don't know if you'll let me go through with this, Jordan, just through my explanation. But like, essentially, what I want to do is pretty much just like reverse Uno card this and just be like, since she was playing me up, I want to play her up.
Yeah, you're complimenting.
Yeah, and just be like, well, like, you know, you run such a
Impressive.
such
run
yeah,
such
like such
You run such a tight ship.
yeah, you run such an impressive group, and it all seems to function fairly well, and without violence, may I add. That is
Unheard of.
it's unheard of. And oh my god, I fucking hate these. Stop. Oh my god, this is really bad.
That is bad.
Because like I
Yes,
go,
says with the boner. This is bad.
looks down, like,
Down,
looks
buddy.
down, just like looks down, just you hear that, little buddy?
All right, roll your persuasion.
I hope that's not. I hope like you weren't taking into consideration like all the stupid shit we were just saying.
Well, we'll see.
Oh my god, please, 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 please.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yes.
okay.
Oh, yes. Okay.
All right. So that is. Yep, that's definitely a success. She is going to, because you guys are heads up, it's going to require her to fail in order to move up against her. But she can't fail, so you guys stay where you are. Essentially, you fought for your place.
Nice.
Even if she were to succeed and like do her persuasion on you, it would stay here. But it's not, unfortunately. She takes this flirt and says and smiles and does like a small all right. She thinks for a moment and then goes, you've impressed me enough, so to speak. I will place my eggs in the basket, I guess, or whatever the phrase would be. I'll even give you something to help you out. I have some connections here and there. I will make sure to facilitate whether you need to use such connections or you need to get in contact with one of your own. And I'll handle any sort of ill will or payment that would need to be done in for such a call. Just on the one condition, though. You see, one of the things I'll be giving you as well is a B-mail drone. I know, as you said, you are all new and such, and I want this to be as easy a job as possible. I'll give you this drone in order to carry some of, or one of the printers. If there's more than one, you can be able to carry that as well, I hope. As long as you use that to carry the printers, it's yours. When the job is done, you can keep it if you want.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Understood?
Understood.
All right, with that, every client has something called a gift spot. Essentially, they can give you something to help you with your job. It does give them another sway, so it's as if they've used a weak spot or a soft spot or anything like that. But you get something out of it. So you will move down to labor and hazard pay with that. But if you'd failed that last roll, you could have been at value. Oh.
Okay.
With this, we've reached the end of negotiation. You guys are heads up, so there is one thing left to do: closing the deal. For that, I just need you to make another leadership roll. If you succeed, you move to where the client is, where MATLAB is, at hazard pay. You guys will be getting paid hazard pay for the job. If you fail, MATLAB moves to labor and pushes you down and keeps you at labor.
Okay.
So that's what you'll get paid for the job instead. Big money, no worries, right?
We can still make hazard pay. This is great.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm rolling then, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
2d10.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Wait, what's your
Fucking-
leadership?
2. It's not enough.
Ah!
And I don't want to.
None of us can help with this roll, can they? Oh,
And I don't-
fuck.
No, and
The
I don't wanna
boner
burn
is
my
just-
I don't want to burn my other will either.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
sucks.
Yep.
Boner is just a bit too noticeable.
Oh.
As like the flirting continues a little bit and the deal starts to get closed, and somehow you found yourself like giving in a little bit to her. Well, I mean, of course, I mean she's so pretty, and you make it. You make a good deal. Make a real good deal at labor.
Yeah, like in his mind, he's like, "Yeah, this went great." And then when he finds out the fucking cost when he finds out how much we're getting paid, he's like, "Well, that could have went a little better."
So with that, she says, "Thank you again. I hope to see you back soon. Now, please." Takes like a finger and like runs it along your cheek, and then it's like, "My printers, please."
What the fuck?
And then her guards move in to take you away.
They're not like forcing me out, like
No, it's just
grabbing
like
me. Okay.
it's not. They're not like forcing you out, but it's like time to go now, man.
Yeah,
Like, it's the step in of your time is done.
Okay.
You've had
For a
your
moment-
flirt. You cannot get the lay. You did not
Yeah,
succeed.
for a moment I was like, "Are these the horny police?"
Oh my god.
So, with that, I get to do a lot of math for you people.
Woo!
Suffer.
Math!
Better you than me.
I guess so. So that is.
Labor is good. Our breakpoint recovered.
Mm-hmm.
No one got.
I mean, all things considered, this could have gone a lot worse.
Oh, yeah,
Just
definitely.
saying. Holy shit.
No one did any price manipulation, so getting to at labor means that you guys get a small bonus onto your roll.
Yeah.
And along with that, or you get the equilibrium price. Along with that, your breakpoints, your crew breakpoint is paid for, or at least whatever your crew breakpoint is added onto the amount you'll get for completing the job. With that, that means the total amount you'll be getting for this job for completing it is 33 bounty.
Neat.
All right. All right.
That means the with paying off your upkeep and your breakpoint, you will be at a deficit of 14 bounty.
Okay.
That meaning that each of you would have to lose about 3 bounty each, with another 4 bounty needing to be lost somehow amongst you.
Okay.
Now,
That's
that
after the mission, though, right?
yes, essentially.
Okay.
Essentially, you're if you did the mission and you just do the mission, you're operating at a loss of 14 bounty.
But if we pick up,
But if we do the mission and then we scavenge the casualties and
Yep.
stuff, and
If you do a
yeah.
mission and you scavenge the casualties and you find other things here and there, you can get more than that.
Nice.
You just have to find the opportunity for it.
Nice.
With that, negotiations are done. You guys can reconvene for a bit and let each other know how it went. ES is going out to break the news to the rest of the team. Is like, yeah, I got 33 bounty for we got 33 bounty for the drop.
oh, so we
It's like,
weren't in the room.
that doesn't
It
even
was-
cover our overhead.
We weren't in the room when he was negotiating. It was just him and her.
Just him.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounded like that. We were all like in the background. Okay, got it.
Negotiations are one-on-one unless someone uses a scam to get into the room.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So, with that, I'm gonna ask how's everyone doing on time, because there's one last thing we can do before tomorrow, and with that, we'll be able to get right into the mission tomorrow.
It really
Or I guess
depends on
tonight.
how long it's gonna take because I'm at midnight right now and I work tomorrow.
Yeah,
Another
it's
day, I
getting a little
guess.
late.
Yeah. Okay. So then we'll end it here. Then we'll do it tomorrow. See how it goes. Okay.
Sounds good.
Same time
Alright.
tomorrow?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, what about the drop?
The drop starts at 2,
Ah.
ends at 5. Who cares about the drop?
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
I have time for it.